We're trying to wake up this back chain this morning. Mark should already be awake because he just spent an hour in Pilates class doing that. Good. And then we've got our circle in our hands holding on here and here. And we're going to inhale, exhale, put a little press into your circle and feel your heels wrap together and thereby turning on your glutes. And then little release and exhale, bring it back in. So hands are on that far side. Yeah, good. And then little release and exhale. Shh. Good. There you go. That's it. And one more. Heels wrap. Good. Good. Now if you're wrapping your heels and instead it feels like you're pushing your knees together, that's not coming from the back of your legs, right? You want to feel this piece of you moving around and back if possible. Shh. Good. All right. Then one more time. Just I want to make sure you guys have that sensation. Good. Then you're going to lift that circle all the way up to the sky. Pull it back. 3, 2, 1. And then bow. Good. Good. And then up. Pull it back. 3, 2, 1. And bow. So I'm still holding the front. Pulling apart and back. Good. Good. And then one more time. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Now, what if on this time you add for yourself back that heel, back of hip. Notice how it changes the tenor of how you extend your spine. It should make it somewhat easier to connect to the shoulder blades versus if I just let my hips go. That makes sense? Is the Wi-Fi weird for you today? Good. All right. And then bring those arms back down. Take your hands to the outside if they're not already. Bring them back up to the sky. Good. Now side bend. Push that left arm up. Good. Lengthen the right one. Push back to center. And then other way. Lengthen that right one. Stretch out your left one and use it to push back. Good. So over. Top arm. Bottom arm, push. Good, so I want you to check that bottom arm. As we go over, you can see it's a little bit bent while we focus on the top one, but then we want to straighten it and then use that straight arm to push. Yeah, so notice your elbows. Look at yourself in your screen. Use it like a mirror. Straighten that bottom arm, right? So top arm, bottom arm. Keep it straight as you come back. Top arm, bottom arm, straight as you come back. Yeah. Good, better. Kay, I saw that right arm get straighter. Good. Good. All right. And then go ahead and let yourself, when you finish side to side, let yourself have a nice bow. Easy pulling your abs back. See if you can think like you're about to do a roll up from your bow. So pubic bone, belly button, ribs pull back, and then extend up. Good. And then again, exhale into your bow. Take another breath. Inhale, exhale. Pubic bone, belly button, ribs pull back. Good. And up. Let's do one more time. That's it. And then all the way up, lengthening up out of your hips, heels reaching to the floor. Good. Yeah, maximum length. Good. And then we'll just bring those arms easy down. Okay, we're going to let our circle wait for us on the floor. We're going to pick up our Theraband. Theraband's going to go under your feet. And then hand friends, you are welcome to, if you have it, use tubing instead, whether it's that weird beige colored physical therapy tubing or an actual fitness tubing like that with a handle on it. Oftentimes that feels better to a hand. It's just a little bit more to grip on, or if you've got it, use the handles. Yeah? Okay. So, under our feet. Feet are wide, a little bit wider than your hips. All right. And then we're going to sit back in a squat, just reaching forward gently, elbows tucking down to the ground. Coming up, rotate palms back, press back, turning the shoulder blades on. So, chest and shoulders in the front, bicep 2. Good. Tricep, mid back, upper back shoulder. Yeah? That's right, good. Forward, you got it. And back. Good. Rotate. Good. Breathing, good. And one more. Nice, staying down on this one. Good, now we sweep that hand back, push up, thumb up. Come back, we're gonna do that same side again. So I want you to come back to that side, push the thumb up. Good, come back to the front, palms up. Thumb up. That's it, good. Can you see my thumb? Thumb up. Good, now some of you are doing this. You're coming back and just pulling your arm behind you. I'm gonna give you a straight view. So here's what I don't wanna see. Just this arm coming back, some here. I want you to literally lift it. Yes, good. Does that feel like 6-ish? 5, 6-ish? Good, better, I saw that, good. Good, all right, come up. Square yourself up. Sit down, palms forward, good. And now here you go. Reach back, lift up. That lift up moment should cause us to have to either turn those abs on more or find this supporting hip more. Good. That's it, good. Nice job. Good, come on. This arm should be reaching forward. Watch out that it starts to do this. Get it forward. That's it, team. Good, last one. Good, and then down, and then back with the arms as you stand up. Squeeze those glutes, chest high, chest expansion. Good, yes. All right, let your head drop. Let it roll to the side. Push that opposite arm out to the corner. I know, good. And then roll back. Other arm reaches out to the corner. Good. Behind you and down. So we're not a big lift up here, just out to the corner, just finding that length. Good question. Let's see which one am I going now. So it's a little bit of work and a little bit of length. That's it, good. And last one. Good. So when you're watching on the replay and doing that again, I just cut this at the end of this last one. People were tipping over either in an effort to try to feel more stretch here or in an effort to get their hand to reach back. So it's just the head rolling, right? And the arm reaching back, not a tip. Yeah, yes, I love how you guys are all double checking. So good. You're the best. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna take this guy, it goes down. Give your arms and shoulders a mini break because they're still gonna be working, but not with that same gravity. Picking up your circle. Good. Stepping to the side in skater. So we'll start with your right foot to the side. Good. And we're just going to rotate to the side. Press our way back up. Same side again. So land in your skater. Rotate to the side. Press your hands together and come back up. Good. And down. Rotate. Good. Press. So yep, keep going. On the way back in, I want to see this oval the circle become an oval, right? You're pushing your way back so that you activate all the way across to this anchored inner thigh. Yeah? Yes. Start that press from all the way over here. Notice, if you started from here, this side of you gets ready. Can you feel it? I'm squeezing the right. The left leg is going, oh, I'm ready. Here I go. I'm pulling you in. Good. One more. Good. All right. And then make sure you have room to go the other way. Same idea. Start with your skater. We'll just do 2 first, just finding that skater sit, and then back up. Good. And sit. Good. And up. Then you can add in your rotation on your axis. Good. And back up. And then you can add in that extra squeeze. So now if we're going to your left, that left arm pushes you back to the right. Start it. Good. Now, if your arms, you keep moving. Here's me twisting on my axis, right? Now I'm still twisting on my axis. My hips have just moved back. If my arms are swinging down here, now I'm no longer on my axis. I've broken off. I'm side bending as well. Does that make sense? So rotation versus bending. So I want you to think about those arms always staying just below the top of your shoulders. So as you come over here, they're not down here. They're here in front of your shoulders, right? Now squeeze and press. Yeah, not this way. This way. I know this is a tricky one. And this highlights to us all the silly little things we do in our day that make us feel worse, right? We push like this. Well, what is that doing to my neck? Where are my shoulders? They're stuck in the front of my collarbones instead of out here. Yeah, get elbows in, get elbows down, get elbows down, pull them down. There we go. Yes, team, yes, yes. Good job. I wish this was a tambourine. I'd be shaking and clinging it. Good job. Yeah, come back to center. Does that make sense? Good, right? So again, in your day, catch yourself when you're picking something up. How often are you finding yourself having to close your neck in order to do it? Don't have to. You're strong enough to not. So, a little balance here. We're going to take your left leg back. Find your wrap on your right. Good. Now just lift your circle and your leg. Just easy peasy. Tap it down. Good. So our goal is to be as upright as we can be. So if I do this well, I am not going to tip forward. So here I'm going to line myself up with this little thing hanging from my ceiling. And you can see that I'm trying very hard to not let myself go past it. I'm going to stay right with that little marker. If you have something in your room, a mark on the wall, find it and see if you can stay there. Yeah, just a little. Good. Good. Now can you get there and hold it for a second? Hold it for a breath. So up, hold, breathe, lower. Good. Up, inhale, hold, exhale, lower. Good. Good. 2 more. Good. All right. Check you out. Check you out. Are you still in line with your marker or did you tip in front of it? What are your shoulders doing? Are you trying to balance from your neck again? No, not you. You're not going to do that. Good. Yes. Nice. Okay. So let's add on a little bit. We're going to see if we can open into star. So Pilates star is when you're in a side facing position with your hip and your arm, shoulders open to the side, yeah? And then come back toward the circle. So tips here. We're trying to stay upright on this star as much as we can. Yes, you can see I've moved away from my marker. That's okay, a little bit, but I don't want you to be way out here. Yeah? Yeah, good. My yogis, you guys are probably pretty good at this. Because isn't that something you do all the time? I can't remember what they call it in yoga, but good. Good. So this leg, this one, the one that's up in the air, so it's picture it stuck on something in space and it stays there as I rotate behind me. Oh, out here? Ah, okay. I want you to work on it coming back this way. Only because, so Kay is asking a fabulous question. Straight back or off to the corner? So for Kay in particular, and anyone else who tends to have an old pattern of dropping their hips down and pushing them forward a little bit, the reason it feels better out here is that when you rotate, it pushes you into that same old pattern. So I want you to really make sure you're staying in that parallel line as you rotate. It's going to get more work around that hip socket. Everyone should probably feel like they've had like 8 attempts now. Front leg can be soft. Yes, good question too. Front leg can be soft. Shake it. Straight, in line with the socket. So the other thing is true too. We don't want it to cross the midline. We want it to stay straight. And then we just open and keep it as if someone's holding your toe there, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go the other side. Again, find your marker. Where is that marker? This leg, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so here we're just lifting up and lowering down. Good. And we had this conversation in my first class this morning about one side might be easier to balance on. Easy doesn't mean better. It might mean habitual. You might have a habit of using that side in a particular way. So as you're finding your lift, find your heel, find your forefoot. Notice if you have to rotate open just to get the leg up. Can you keep your hips square across as you do that? And you might find that you don't lift your leg as high, and that's okay. This is time for you to explore you. I don't know, what do I do? How do I move? What am I used to? And is it really good for me? Okay, good. So this is my cheating side. I'm really good at cheating on this side. And so some of the ways I cheat are those exact things. I hip up, or I flip my foot way out, right? Yeah, nice, Chinda. Nice line straight up and down. Good. Yes, Franny. Yeah, I feel like this side, your body is actually understanding the stack sensation. Good. Okay, you guys look great. So then you can add your star in. So that leg comes back, and then we open to the side. This is where my body doesn't like it. Good. Yep. And then back to the front. Ooh, and back in. Yep. You can keep that foot on the ground if you want. Then you have a for sure marker of where it is. Of course, it's okay if it taps up and down. That's it. Opening to the side. Whoa. That's it. Good. Yeah. Keep connected to the standing side. That's it. Good. Open your torso, right? The idea is that all of you ends up standing completely sideways, right? Only you're tipped onto one side. Does that make sense? So you go from facing this way to opening up all the way to the side. Yeah. Good. Oops. Chinda froze. Good. How are we feeling? Are you feeling warm around your hips? Good, Franny. Anybody else? Yes? Sorta? No? I'm going to have to keep coming in with hip drills if you tell me no. Sorta is okay. That means we're making the pathways. All right. So we're going to give ourselves a roll down to the mat. Keep your ring and your Therabands both nearby. Rolling down, you get to have 4 roll downs, and take your time when you get to the bottom. Let your sits bones pull up. You just worked all those small muscles around the hip. So give them a chance to stretch open. Yeah. Does that feel good to the back of your legs? Yeah. When you get out there, you can walk out to that plank. Elbows pointing back. Sternums long, heels reaching. Good. Yeah. And then we'll just gently bring those knees down. Sit back in a quick little shell stretch, pushing your mat away. Then tuck your ribs back in. Keep pushing. Good, and then come up and have a seat. Oh. My glutes are so sore, it's even sore to sit on them. All right, so everyone good? Taking that TheraBand in hand, putting it over the balls of our feet. We're gonna do a little rows back. So, knuckles to knuckles. I want you to imagine pulling your elbows apart. Yep, pulling them way apart. So not down here. Yeah, this time they get to be up, but you're pulling them actively apart. So what should happen is you should feel your scapula, your wing bones flattening to your back. If instead you feel your neck coming up, right, like that, you're not actually pulling apart. You're pushing forward. So feel the difference in your body. Good. Then exhale, round back into half roll back, pushing those heels down. Good. Inhale, exhale, check your shoulders and come back up. Good. Inhale, exhale, rounding back. Good. And then all the way back up. Look at him watching you. Our dog is judging our form. He's sitting on the couch looking at Mark. Then he looks at what I'm doing. Then he looks back at Mark. Good. And one more. Good. All right, next one, we're going to stay halfway back. Good. And then just release those arms forward. Exhale, pull your knuckles together to your chest. Pull your elbows wide. Release your arms forward. Pull your knuckles together to your chest. Pull your elbows wide. Yes, good. We're going to do 3 more like that. So each time we pull those elbows, if you're feeling tension in your neck, let your throat come back. That tells you you're probably pushing your head forward. Yep, good. One more. Good. And then all the way back up. Good. Arms out to the side. Boomerang. So nose to knees. Good. Reaching up to the corners of the room. Good. And then stack it back up. Good. Cross your band into opposite hands. Good. Sit tall. Press your heels down. Find your sits bones. Stay tall as you pull your elbows back to your sides. Good. Now they're out to the side at 90 degrees, just below your shoulders. I know, after all the times I'm telling you, get your elbows down, now we're taking them out. But they're sanctioned because you are thinking about it, right? You've practiced pulling apart so you can find those scaps on your back. All you've done is add a wide elbow. So if it helps you, come here, find your scaps, and then open up, and then release, yeah? So if you're one of those people who pulls here and you immediately feel upper trap inside of your neck, come here first. Find it, then open, and then release. Yeah, that help? Yeah. Elbows are at 90 degrees. They're coming right out the sides of me. Good. There we go. That's better. Good. And one more, because you're going to take that into scarecrow. So I'm letting myself have a little extra slack. I'm pulling to the ends of my bands now. Then I'm going to lift up and down. Yep. Notice that I'm trying to keep my elbows from dipping. Here's me doing it wrong. This is a no. You see that? Instead, we're keeping those elbows like they're resting on two little end tables. That's it. We should feel heat across the top of our scaps and hopefully right under the back of them. That's it. Good. Can we do two more? Good. Spine's long. Keep the spine up. Good. There you go. I saw that. Good. Good. Ooh. And then let those arms come forward. Reach forward. Grab your legs. Give a little pull. And then take those arms behind you again for that half boomerang. Stretch open the tops of your shoulders by reaching out as far as you can. Good. And then stack your spine back up. I know. Good. So then we're going to take the band off. It can wait for us there. Pick up that circle. Good. All right. And half rollbacks with twist. So we inhale, exhale, twist back, shh, inhale, exhale, push up and forward. Same side. Inhale, exhale, back. Good. Inhale, exhale, up and forward. Good. Two more. Do you remember how when we were standing, I said, push yourself back. Push right here and resist with that front arm. Good. And one more. Good. All right. Hold the next one. So coming back to that side. Let go with your top hand. Swing that circle out to the side of you. Good. Bring both arms up over your head and back apart. Good. And up and back apart. Good. Your opposite hip is anchored. Good. That's it. Yes. I saw two of you get that anchor and then zoom. Your low belly's turned on. Fantastic. Lift that guy back up. Circle to center. Throw it past your toes. Nice. And then stack up your spine. We'll go the other way. I'm just going to flip around so I can see you better. It's not sticking to my pants. All right. Ready? Heels pressing down. That might mean the knees are a teeny bit soft. That's okay. Exhale and half roll back with twist. Exhale, push back up. Inhale, exhale down. So here, yes, elbows pointing downish. Good. Good. Notice how much farther your circle goes than your body goes. See this? That's almost no twist here. So I want you to really turn your body and then anchor that hip. That's it. Good. Can you do two more? Good. And one more. And then, of course, we have one to hold. So here we go. Rocking back. Rotate. Good. Put that circle in your outside hand. Both arms reach forward. Good. Stay in your rotation as you lift up and down. So I am twisted. I think that's hard to see at that angle. Right? Good. Pressing those heels down. Connecting to your sits bones and pelvic floor. That's it. Good. Good. Give you one more. Good. Back to center. Throw that circle up and forward. Good. How do we feel? Good? All right. So, circle under your foot. I'm going to back up a little so you can see my feet. So I'm going to start with it under my left. Mark goes, oh. All right. And then all we're going to do is sit up tall. Now here you can hold on, pull yourself up tall, and then just give yourself a little press. See if you can feel that hamstring underneath your leg turning on, right? Some of us will do this funny thing where we flex inward using the psoas instead, and that will create a small drop. So be careful. I want you to make sure you can feel under the flesh here that hamstring turning on. Yeah, okay. Because now you're gonna press, come back into half roll back. Keep holding your press, hold your press, hold your press. Good. And then back up and release. If your toes are splayed, like if they're up and the toes pulling back at you, that's your body's attempt to use your front of your leg. I want you to point your toe down. Point it down. You might get a cramp in your foot or your calf. Yes, because that's underused muscles, right? Generally that's underused or stuck muscles. So wiggle your toes as you can. Yeah, let them go, and then just see how far you can go before you cramp. Where is the place that's not too far but still engaging? Yeah. That's it. Good. One more. Now stay in that half roll back. Point the other toe, lift it off the ground. Good. Keep those abs on. Yep. Can you think pelvic floor? You're welcome to hold on here. Shh. Right? And as you're holding on, you're feeling this guy push down. Yes? One more. Hold that leg up. Roll down. Now you're in a funny teaser with one leg on the circle, one leg up. Inhale, exhale, up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. It should feel hard. Yeah? You can grab onto the legs. Why not? They can help you get more range of motion. Good. Lower that lifted leg. Inhale, exhale, press, lift, roll. Oh, harder on the second one. Holy cow. And then inhale, exhale. Oh, come on, girl. I think my abs have had it for the day. Good. Good. All right. And then last one, we just got to get ourselves down. Once you're down, let the lifted foot come and just pick up your circle for you from the other foot. Good. And then give that one a stretch and then the other one a stretch. Good. Before we do that series on the other side, the foot that was holding your circle, put that foot in the circle if it's not already. And then we're just going to have small leg circles, just like that, letting the back chain have nice length. That should feel good, yeah? See if you can let the leg bone get heavy against the floor, this one that's in the air. So the top of that leg, picture it dropping to the back of your pelvis. Yeah, just like a spoon in the bottom of a pot. It's just resting at the bottom of that pot. Good, and then make sure you circle the other way. Good, and then you can give it a pull towards you if you'd like. Good, and then you still have that foot in there, right? You're gonna let that foot pull you up to sitting. Just rock and roll easy up, boop, because now we get to do the other side. Okay, so we've got other foot now on top. I think I needed, the circle looks like it's, and then you get to do your half roll back. What happened to my circle? Sorry, my circle got uneven and now I've got to fix that because I won't be able to abide that. There we go. So half roll back, right? Shh, easy peasy, pressing down. If you've got hands under here, I love it because you're feeling for the flex, right? You're feeling those muscles engage. So even me with my emergency supply, I can feel the muscles turning on underneath there. So you should all hopefully be able to feel them too. And we're looking for that because what we want to avoid is this hyper engagement of the hip flexor. It feels like almost the same visual motion, but it's not the same kinetically. Good. And one more. Pressing down as you roll back. Good. All right, so hold that half roll back. Good, take a breath. Exhale, lift that other leg up. Good, put it down, come back up. Give yourself a little pull because you know where we're going with this. Exhale, wrap back. Good, lift it up. Pelvic floor is on, right? Good, all the way back up because now we're gonna roll all the way down in our 1.5 teaser, yeah? So we've got 1.5 and we roll, 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 pressing as we go. Good, inhale, exhale, coming back up. Oh, remember you're allowed to grab those legs and give that little pull. Good, lower, reset. Good, press and roll. Good, inhale, exhale, press. And again, you can grab on. Good. Legs are getting tired. One more. Inhale, exhale. We just got to get down. Scoop, 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 scoop. Good. And that leg comes down. You can take the free leg, get it underneath your circle so you can lift it and grab it, and then put it in that top foot, give it a stretch, and then put it in the leg that was just holding your circle. And then we'll go little leg circles. So really reach that heel up to the sky. Let the leg get loose in your socket. And at first your hip might roll with it a little bit. See if you can start quieting that hip a little. That's when you start getting more mobility through the hip socket. Yeah, and then other way. Good. And hopefully you feel warm in your abs, your legs. Where do you feel it? Abs? Hams? Oh yeah, see people talking about hams? Okay, good. You might feel almost like you worked your front of your hip, but if you did it right, it should feel also once you lengthen your leg that it's not work, it's actually been made to stay longer while it's flexed, if that makes sense. It should feel more open once you straighten your leg. Okay, where am I? So we put that circle down. Reach for your TheraBand. Take your TheraBand and swing it behind you so it's behind your shoulder blades, under your armpits. Can you see that? It's like that. I just need to get neon bands. All right. And then I've got lots of slack hanging off the end. Mine are pretty firm in the band itself. Yeah, if you want less tension, just let the ends of the rope, ends of your TheraBand get closer to your hands. Okay, because now we're going to inhale and exhale. Press both hands up. Should feel like a chest press. Elbows come into the waist. Good. So we're just going to talk about form for a second. We're doing a close press, meaning the elbows are right at your sides, pointing toward your knees as the fists reach up to the sky. Knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. Yep, good question, Kay. The back of your wrist is straight from your wrist to the back of your hand. Yes, good. The whole way up. Good. Notice when your knuckles start to fall out past your wrist. Does that make sense? See if you can keep that as very straight line the whole way up. Is that visible or understandable? Good. All right. Then we're just going to add in a bow. So lifting up into your bow, just targeting those high abdominals now a little bit more. Feel your ribs as you exhale, fall down toward your band behind you. Good. And then come back down, bend your elbows. Inhale, exhale, press up toward the ceiling, lift yourself into bow. Good. Inhale, expand into your band. Exhale, draw your abs down toward that band. And then release back down. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, up. Good. Big expand. Good. Exhale, draw in. That's it. And down. And last one. Big inhale. Good. And exhale down. Nice. That looked great. Okay. Now we're going to add in a little bit of hips. So let your elbows stay at your side for a moment. Round those hips up off the mat. You'll feel your strap go a little bit slack on your back. Good. We're going to take a breath. Exhale. First, just press into your left heel while you lift your right leg. Put that guy down. Press into your right leg while you lift your left one. Good. Put it down. Okay, so you've got that basic motion. Now add in your finesse. Imagine wrapping your supporting heel inward as you lift the other one, right? Whoever's holding you up, that's the most important piece. So that heel pulls in, turns on your glute a little extra. Good. And if you feel like you've got that, then add the opposite arm reaching up to the sky. And then back down. That's it. Good. And now you have the whole package. Yes. You have to add the arm in? No. If you're still thinking about that heel to hip to low belly, stay with that. That's more important. Good. And one more on each side. Good. All right. Both arms push up, both hips push up. Drop your sternum into your body away from your fists and then roll down. Feel your abs pulling the band to the mat and then the ribs beneath it, then the vertebrae below that, and then bring your hands down. And we're going to do another nice roll like that. So hips up, fists up. Inhale, exhale. Find your abs. Point them at your sternum and the band. Let them pull the band down, then the next rib, and then you'll be into the vertebrae shortly after that. Yes, look how fluid that was. Can you do one more, you guys? That was so good. I want to see one more. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, lift those hips. Good. Inhale, exhale, take your abs, aim them at that band. Let them pull the band first, then the next rib underneath it. Then the next. Yes. Ah. That was great. Can you feel how well you did? I don't know, Mona. It just felt like a big roll down. It looked beautiful. I saw way more articulation than usual. I saw way fewer dropping butts. Remember I was talking about keep your butts up. Don't let them drop so fast. Really good. Really happy about that one. I hope you are too. I hope you feel it. All right. So let's take your band in hand, or you can use your magic circle instead here. We're going to do crisscross. So either pulling your band or from the inside of your circle pushing out. Yeah, either way. Either way is good. You feel what you can control better. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, legs up into tabletop. You're up into your bow. Extend one leg out low enough that you can feel the butt turn on that side. Twist toward your bent knee. Then inhale. Exhale, switch. Big inhale. Exhale, switch. Good. Big inhale. Exhale, switch. So that big inhale should begin your twist. If you're inhaling properly into your back, it will motivate your spine to move back to center. If you're just flinging your arms around, you will not feel it and you will not coordinate inside. Good. Yes, very thoughtful, Chinda. Good. That's better. I saw you slow that down, Franny. Super. Good. Good. All right, and then you can come back in for a rest when you even out both sides. Yes, love it. Good job slowing that down, you guys. I hope that makes sense. Learn how to use your breath, right, to help your spine be where it ought to be. We're going to extend those legs all the way out. Arms up to the sky. We're just going to do one roll up to sitting, but you're going to make it the best one of your morning. It should feel easy after those 1.5 teasers. Good. Let yourself reach forward. Nice. And then your circle can weight to the side. We're going to do leg pull front, which just means a plank with legs pulling up the back. So hands to the side, legs stacked, twist, right? There's your snake twist. And then your hands are stacked under your shoulders. We're going to start in Pilates stance, heels wrapped. And again, you could be in parallel feet. You're going to lift, point to the corner, back to the center, put it down. Lift, other one, point to the corner, back to the center, put it down. Yeah? Here's me not doing so well. My butt is higher than my shoulders. Here's me just resting in the crux of my wrist. That's not so good either. Yep, so check yourself. Good. And then Chinda, you might also like some front of hip opening as well. Good. Yeah, now Mark and Kay, point the toe when it gets out to the corner. Lift, point. I know. Lift, point. That's it. Good. There you go. Good. Nice. And then this should probably feel like about 6 on each side. And if that's the case for you, then you can gently lower yourself all the way down to the mat. We're not using our circle for teaser, even though I love it. And if you feel like, not teaser, swan. But if you are just feeling like a rebel and you want to, you can. I will not say no. Collarbones open, thighs drawing together, lift into that baby swan. Feel your heels pulling together. Good. Let it come back down. Good. Inhale and exhale. Pull those heels. Good. And down. Good. And one more. Really feel the heels, right? Because they're going to cue the whole rest of your line all the way up to your butt. And that will help your back be happy. Good. And then you can press into your hands. And as you rise, I want you to notice how your feet shift. Your heels might roll to the outside. Your feet might actually go apart. It's okay if they go apart, but I want your heels to keep looking towards your midline. That's it. Good. And then some of you, if you can maintain that, will start to notice those hams that you worked earlier. Good. We have one more. Nice. Good. All right. We're going to take the hands. Ooh, sorry, my mouth. Take your hands under your forehead. Then we're just going to simply lift both those legs off the mat. Inhale, straighten them a little further. Exhale and set them down. Inhale, prepare. Shoulders are easy. Exhale. Lift both those legs off the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the back of the knees. And then exhale, start to lower. Inhale, check your neck and shoulders. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stretch out from the back of your knees. Good. And then lower down. Good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. Your weight's on your pubic bone, not your hip bones. That's it. Good. Stretch. Good. And then lower. Good. We've got 1 more. Good. Stretch. and lower. Nice. Forehead stays down, knees stay down for a moment. Just bend the knee so your heels are up over your hams and glutes. Let your heels come together. Yes, so heels are touching, knees are wide. Now inhale and exhale, push your heels up toward the sky, lifting your thighs off the mat. Again, check that your weight's on your pubic bone and let the legs come down. So this might be visible only to you, right? Just depending on your physiology. Some people, their legs fly up high in the sky. Others of us, it's all we can do to get a piece of paper under our thigh bones. That's it, good. All right, but you have the idea, yes? Each time I want you to check that your neck and shoulders are easy. If your abdominals are holding and your glutes are doing the lifting, your neck and shoulders and your chest don't have to hump up off the mat. Good. Yeah, pay attention, right? Pay attention. Good. Okay, because then we're going to add in our kicks, which is the fun part. So heels, lift those legs up off the mat. Good. Point your toes and extend your legs out to the corners of your mat. Flex your feet while your legs are floating off the ground, and then pull those flexed heels back together. Lift them a little higher. Point the toes. Extend out to the corners of your mat. Good. Flex your feet. Pull the heels back together. Push them a little higher. Point. Extend. Flex. Home and lift. And point. Extend. Flex. Home and lift. Thighs come down. And for some of us, we're closer to the ground than others. And that's okay. Go ahead and let yourself lift up. Sit back in a child's pose or in cat, whichever feels better. If you're in child's pose, take a moment to come back up, set yourself in neutral, and try to hold your neutral as far as you can. So you get some of the same range of motion that you do with cat, right? Try one tail tucked, one neutral spine. All right, and then when you feel that's loosened up, we're going to have a little body balance. So sliding your right leg back, left arm forward, holding that for a breath or two. Once you get there, good, then bring it in. So you guys have done body balance a million times with me before. You know what to look for, right? Hips need to push back to the midline. If you want something extra, some people love the sensation of having the circle in front. It gives them a target and helps them just mind their line. Maybe that's you. Other people like to lift that circle. It gives them something to lift and push away from. Some people like to have the band under their feet. That gives their legs something to reach out away from their low back. So any of those is A-okay. Any combination. Yes. 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 That's very wobbly. Good. Yeah. You feel like you got even amount both sides? If you did, then let's come into a mermaid sit. And we're going to come all the way over onto that forearm and just enjoy a stretch over. So in this position, your hip might come with you. See if you can grab onto something imaginary in space and pull that hip away. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then rotate your torso down toward the mat. Maybe you can even get your elbow all the way down, but see if you can do it without falling toward it. Your idea is that you're keeping your lift through your center as you rotate and stretching open your back. And then come back to your side. Open up toward the ceiling and make sure you push down this hand on the ground. That's it. Good. Good. And then use this hand to help lift you up all the way to the other side, nice and long. Good. Yeah. All right, and then we're just gonna flip easy to the other side. Oops, sorry. Everyone doing okay? Yeah? Home stretch. Again, check your hip. Did it roll with you? Do you need to put it back? Yeah, just trying to get this hip down. Like ideally, we'd have that sits bone all the way down. Good. And then we rotate through our torso, pulling those abs back. Maybe you do one and then do another one, pulling the abs a little more deeply. Because I'm not trying to end up over here, right? That's everything collapsing. This is everything lifting. Yes, I see you working on the lift. Good job, Franny. Yes. Good. That's it, Eloise. Yes. Good. All right, now open up to the sky. Push the ground away. That's it. Push. This hand is pushing. Good. There you go. Nice. Good. And then use that hand to lift you all the way up. Good. And then just gently let yourself round forward. See if you can bring your hands in front of this knee. So not out to the side, but right in front. Scoop your abs. Some of you can do this no problem. You come on down and you're all the way down here. My hips are stretching so much right now. Yes, good. Good. And then lift up, sit back, lift your chest. Nice. Keep your hands there. Flip your legs. Did I never turn that light on?
Yeah, I turned it.
Oh, good. And flip. Good. So we're staying strong through the arms. Good. And then we'll finish to the next side, right? So now we're going to go this way. And then let yourself walk forward. And then scoop your abs in. And try to pull yourself forward. I'm just going to twist this way so I can see you. That's it. So hands in front of you. Sits bone in the back is down, right? If you need to sit up on something, do it. Yeah? Totally welcome to sit up on something. Good. Breathe there. Let your back expand. Good. And then gently bring yourself back and up. Press down into the ground. Lift your chest. And then we'll flip 3 more times. Nice and loose through the sockets. Good. Watch the elbows. Keep them strong. Keep the fingers strong. Good. Did I say 3? No, I've lost count. There you go. Okay, good. All right. And then we're just going to let the legs come forward. Push out through those heels. Good. And then give yourself a forward stretch. And yes, feel your hamstring. See if you can get the front of your hips to not rock forward. That's it. Good. Feel good? You can bend one knee and then slide out through the opposite heel. Some people, that'll help them get into a deeper stretch. Yeah. Good. And then rock yourself all the way up. Good. Nice job, gang. Let's take those arms out to the side. Exhale. Twist. Inhale, feel yourself to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. One more each way. Good. And twist. Good. Hands to the side. We're just going to get ourselves up to a stand. So there's this twist, that snake twist, right? Roll onto those feet. Now look, I'm back in that snake twist. Square up your hands. Drop your hips for a moment so you're in down stretch. Good. And then abs up, not hips up, abs up. Push the ground away. Now you're coming back into your big elephant. And then walk your hands in. And round up. How'd you do? You did awesome. That's how you did. Yeah. Good. Big breath. Yeah. Exhale. Good. One more time. Big inhale. Find your feet. Exhale. Great work, you guys. Thank you. I hope you're feeling super long, feeling the support from your bottom half. Yeah, good. Yay, good. Yes, I know. Where can you be? It's a weird internet and Wi-Fi day, I will tell you. I think it has to do with the pollution in the air, but who knows? Who knows? Could be the new moisture that we have in the air messing with the wires.